What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're going back to Metallica. Yes, indeed, Metallica Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Jeremy Finch, and Jeremy wanted to see me react to this. It is Metallica with a live performance of probably the hardest track on the entire Master of Puppets album to play, with a live performance of the tune Disposable Heroes. Now, have I heard this song before? Yes, I absolutely have. Full disclosure, yes, I've heard the song before. I'm actually pretty familiar with the song. It's not an easy track to play, guys. In all honesty, at least in my opinion, it's the hardest song to play on the entire Master of Puppets album. I know people are gonna go, what about Battery? What about Battery? Battery's just really fast. It's really not that tough as far as a chordal progression standpoint goes. And as far as the time signature thing goes, no. This song, in all honesty, in my opinion, this is probably the most difficult track to play on the entire Master of Puppets album. So yes, I'm very familiar with the song. I've heard it more times than I could possibly count. Now, having said that, when Jeremy originally requested this, I told him, I was very clear with him that I know the song. I know the song. So if you want me to react to this, it has to be a live performance so I can react to the live performance. And he gave me this link. Now, I haven't watched this, so I don't know if I've ever seen it before. I doubt it. To the best of my knowledge, Metallica really didn't play this live very often. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how this goes. But I just want to be very clear with everybody, full disclosure, full transparency. I will not be reacting to the song itself in any way, shape, or form. I know the song. I'm familiar with the song. So I can't do an honest reaction to the song. I will only be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring the live performance. What we see, not what we hear. I will take how well they play the song, how accurately they play the song, into account slightly, very slightly, maybe 2% of my score will go into that. But for the most part, it's going to be all about the visuals. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see, this was posted by Miguel Cruz, okay? And the video has 18,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Metallica, Disposable Heroes, live in Mexico City, 2009. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
¿Están listos? ¿Están listos? ¿Están listos?
bass is coming through so good in the mix.
Bodies fill the fields I see. Hungry heroes dead. No one to play soldier now. No one to pretend. Running by through killing fields. Friends to kill them all. Victim on one century. Love until I fall. Soldier boy, made of clay. Now in his head. What do you want? Only song. Bodies shivers way. Friends to kill, not to care. Do this as we say. Finish here. Finish that. You're the dig away. Let's sing it. Back to the front. You will do what I say. When I say back to the front. You will die. When I say you must die. Back to the front.
It is rock doing the block.
You
Well,
coward.
good.
You servant. You blind man. Walking up a
Alright.
second fire. Nothing to me now. Something
Let's pause here. I think about as good a place as any to pause. All right. I'm pretty happy with everything I'm seeing so far. I'm pretty happy. Going down the checklist, let's see. Stage presence. Yeah, they have that Metallica signature look to them. You know, black is beautiful. So there we go. And they're making it work for them for sure. So yeah, stage presence, check. Stage energy, check. A lot of movement happening around the stage, a lot of movement in motion, a lot of kinetic energy being created. So that's a good thing. I like what I'm seeing there. Stage interaction. Okay. I believe it or not, I am going to give it a check, but it is a super weak check. That was that point right before the song actually fully kicked in. James looked over at Lars. Lars was looking at James, and they were kind of goofing at each other a little bit right before Lars kicked off the 4. It is interaction, yes. I mean, granted, there's 50 feet of space between them, but they were still interacting with each other. So I'll give it the check, but that's the only thing I've seen so far. I'm really hoping, how much time? You got 5 minutes left. I'm really hoping in the next 5 minutes I see some more. Yeah, it would be great to see Rob interacting with James, or Rob going over there and interacting with Kirk, or going back and interacting with Lars. That'd be nice to see. We'll see if that happens. I know he's always been known for being kind of a ball of fire on stage, so I'm really hoping we see that. Crowd interaction, big check. Big check. Before the song even kicked in, James was interacting with the crowd. And then once the song did kick in, he's been interacting with the crowd ever since. Every chance he gets, he's interacting with the crowd. So I'm really glad to see that. I've seen Kirk do it over on stage left. I've seen Rob doing it over on stage right. So plenty of crowd interaction happening. I loved when James went up past that invisible wall, that invisible barrier, and actually went up to the edge of the stage, got on his knees, and was doing things like, reaching out to the crowd with his left hand while he was holding the notes going on the right. That was cool. That's always a good moment. The people that were right in front of him, I guarantee you, they're going to remember that the rest of their lives. So yeah, crowd interaction, big check. Let's see, showmanship. Yeah, I'll give it the check. Like, we had that James moment. I'm sure we're gonna have more moments like that throughout the course of the song. At least I hope so. Production, haven't seen any yet other than lighting. The lighting is designed. It's going along with the song. It's not just random lights. Let's just change lights every, 10, 15 seconds, like a lot of other places do. No, this is clearly designed. I like what I'm seeing. It's very fitting. I'll give it the check, but again, it's just lighting, guys. It's nothing massive. Now, luckily, production's always been bonus points with me when it comes to most bands, unless you're a production-based band. If you're a production-based band and you rely on your production to take care of your visuals, they better be on point. So far, so good. I would just like to see a little more stage interaction, and we'll we'll pretty much hit a home run. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. Let's see, shall we? And back into that, that pre-chorus. That little layout, that's nice. In a live setting, that works really well. Back in, yeah. Cool. Gonna be an interesting review. I will definitely say that. I might surprise a few people. I've pretty much got everything I need to say. I don't think I really need to think about it a whole lot. So, well, wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe I should give it a little thought. Okay. Just give me like a minute to get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Metallica with a live performance of Disposable Heroes. This was a request from Jeremy Finch. Okay. Before I give my score, I need to reiterate this because people don't always listen at the beginning. A lot of people just skip the intro completely and they just go right to the reaction. And that's fine if people want to do that, but they're going to miss out on the disclaimer, which I now have to repeat because people don't listen. So I'm going to do my disclaimer one more time. Hopefully everybody listens to what I have to say here. I have heard this song before many, many times. I am very familiar with this song. In all honesty, in my personal opinion, it's the hardest Metallica song to play on the album Master of Puppets. I think it is. I know a lot of people are like, what about Battery? You know, what about Master of Puppets? What about them? You know, I mean, look, they're not easy to play, but I don't think they're the toughest song to play. They're just really fast. This song is really fast too, but there's a lot of time signature stuff happening there that you better be counting, because if you're not, you're gonna train wreck the song. No, I stand by that. I know a lot of people may agree with me. Some people may disagree. It'll be interesting in the comments to see what people, say about this song. If they do agree with me or if they disagree with me. I'm talking about from a playing standpoint, folks. Anyway, since I am very familiar with the song, I'm not taking the song into account at all. The songwriting, the arranging, I'm not taking that into account whatsoever. I am basing this score and this review completely on the live performance, the visuals, what we saw. So please keep that in mind, okay? When I give the score, I have a feeling people are going to probably lose their minds. Let's get to the score, and we'll see how many minds I blow here. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that live performance, just the visuals here, I'm going to give it, hold on. No. Okay, I'm going to give the overall presentation, I'm going to give it an 8.5. Yep, 8.5. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.5. What does that mean? Well, an 8.5 would translate to a great skill rating. So overall, the overall presentation, I think they did a great job. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. Yeah, let that one sink in. So there you go, an 8.5, great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Remember, folks, this is about the live visuals, guys. It's not about the songwriting. It's not about the arranging. It's purely basing it on what we saw in the live experience. Okay, so let's go down the checklist. Let's see if they checked off all the boxes here. Stage presence, check. Yeah, I talked about this during the reaction. They have that Metallica style. You know, black is beautiful. They've been doing it ever since the Black album. Everybody just dresses in black. Now, granted, there's little embellishments here, the graphics on the t-shirts and stuff, but for the most part, it is black, black, black. It works for them. It absolutely does, and I absolutely have no problem with it. It's uniform across the board. It's not like one person's black, one person's black, one person's black, and one's wearing a tutu. You know, it's cohesive. So it looks good. They look like performers. So yeah, stage presence, check. Stage energy, lots of it, check. Yeah, big check on that one. Whenever they were able to move around, whenever they were able to create that stage energy, they did. A lot of times James was a slave to the microphone because he had to sing a lot in this song. But when he was not singing, when he was able to move away from the mic, he did.
And I think that the spotlight should go on top of me, yeah.
When they were able to move away from the mics, when they weren't doing backing vocals, they were moving around quite a bit. So that was nice to see. Stage interaction. When I first paused, I did mention there was that one time where James and Lars kind of looked at each other, and I did give it the check, but it was a weak check. And I did say, I really hope we get to see more interaction during the course of the performance. And the good news is, we did. We saw a couple of instances, and I think about, if I count them right, we had 3 different instances of stage interaction, mostly during the guitar solo, but hey, you know what? I'll take it. So yeah, it gets a check. It absolutely gets that check definitely darkened quite a bit to a full check. Crowd interaction. It was happening pretty much whenever they could. They did quite a bit during the course of the entire song. So yes, that's a big check there. Showmanship, I'll give it the check. It's not the strongest check. It could be stronger, but I mean, they definitely got the box checked. Production, yeah, kind of not really. I mean, the lighting, but that was it. Which is funny because up at the front of the stage, I couldn't help but notice all the pots up at the front of the stage. And I'm like, okay, so there is, something happening there. Probably some kind of pyro or squibs or pots or flash pots. I'm not sure what it is, but they're there. So during the course of the whole concert, I'm sure there was more being done there from a production standpoint, but we didn't have it in this song. So that's how I'm coming up to an 8.3 for the live performance. Did y'all catch that? I said 8.3. Yeah, 8.3 for the live performance. Now you're probably going, but didn't you say 8.5 was the score? Yeah, I did say that. I also said at the beginning that I would take how well they performed the song into account slightly, like maybe 2%. Well, if you look at my scoring system, there's literally 100 scores I could give. So 2% of 100 is what? Right? 2? Yeah, there you go. Divide that by 10, obviously. So, yeah, I bumped it up 0.2 up to 8.5 because, like I said, this is probably the toughest song to play on the entire Master of Puppets album, and they played it clean. Not only did they play it clean, but they found ways within the live song, within the song in a live performance to add a couple of embellishments that worked really well in a live setting. So I'm going to give them the 0.2 bump just because of that. So yeah, I like I said, I will take how well they play the song into account slightly. And there you go, a 0.2 bump. So there you go, an 8.3 up to an 8.5. And that is where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.5, which is a grade scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.